Good afternoon. Welcome to Meet Me Monday. I'm Karma with Lewis Acre Farm, and I am so thankful that you're here with me today. We are going to have a good time. I have a very special guest here to introduce to you today. Many of you will know him already, but we're going to get a chance to get to know, as I like to put it, the man or sometimes the woman behind the camera. It's nice to get to know the person who is behind the scenes, running the camera, get to know a little bit about them, and then also get to know the channel. We don't always get to get a glimpse into the person who's running the channel. And so that's what I like to do, is I like to get a chance to get to know the person before we take a dive into the channel. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Trey with Our Louisiana Life. Welcome.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing well, and how are you today?
I'm doing good.
Good. And how is Bunny and Hope?
Well, Bunny has not headbutted me in a few days. Me and hers had some attitude adjustments. Hope has gotten better, let's say. Um, but Hope is actually, I think, getting a little bit more on the maternal side. I don't think she's going to be in the near future having her first calf. So this will be Hope's first calf ever.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
good. Good. For those who don't know, Bunny is your arch nemesis. Explain to us who Bunny is.
Bunny she would be now I believe 14-month-old. Black. She is a Angus and Simmental cross. Yearling, I guess I can still say right now, that I bought to be able to breed this spring. And Bunny, she was not per se a bottle calf, because her mama had died giving birth to her. So some people had brought her home that AI'd her mama, and put her on a nurse cow. So she was raised on a nurse cow, basically like a bottle calf. And you can rub all over. She's nothing but a big old pet. But Bunny has done got large, and she doesn't know how far her weight carries when she nudges. A nudge from Bunny may not feel like much to her, but to us, it almost feels like you get run over by a four-wheeler or something.
Right. Those pets can be a little bit more than a pet coming from a pet cow.
Yeah. Yes.
And Chris says that she is his cow.
Oh yeah, Chris loves Bunny. So Chris is going to get to see Bunny. I send Chris every Tuesday. He gets a Bunny video. So he is a Bunny fan.
And then what about Hope? Let's tell the backstory of Hope here.
Well, Hope was, I have the cow that's in my pasture, number 7. When I bought her, would have been now 4 years ago. She was pregnant with Hope, and she had her, and big beautiful calf. She's always had good calves, and she was one of the ones that I decided to raise. I have a small herd. My daddy's got a lot more than I do, but I've decided I want to have my own herd. So in my mind, it was cheaper to raise them than it was to buy them. Now, I don't know if I still feel that way today, but anyway, Hope was one of those. And we had no issues with Hope. Hope raised up fine. Hope never, she was easy to get along with. You could walk all around her. You could actually pet on her some. And we weaned her. We took her from her mama. Of course, you pull them at about 6 months roughly, and wean them. And I don't know, something flipped with her. There was a switch that flipped, and she just turned. We called her crazy. I've called her crazy ever since she was probably about 7 or 8 months old. I've called her crazy, and she's just kind of kept that attitude. I mean, she's not the type that's going to charge you, run at you, hurt you. You don't have to worry about that. But she is going to keep her eyes on you at all times,
Mm-hmm.
and but she's made a really big cow. This is her first calf that she's fixing to have this year, and if she's like her mama, I mean, I hope she's going to be a baby maker, and that's the whole thing for keeping her. And the only reason her name is Hope now is because I think it was in one of our lives. What wasn't it? Wasn't one of mine. I think it was in
No, it
what
was a video.
Chris's, or was it a video?
Yeah, it was on
Okay,
a video.
maybe we just talked about it in lives. But anyway, Miss Karma had made the comment that I need to name her a positive name, and see if we can speak some positivity into her. So she suggested Hope. Hope sounded like a plan to me, a good name, so we roll with it. So we're trying
And it's working.
it. Yeah, yeah. I guess it's either working or her getting closer and closer to having a baby is changing her mind. That is yet to be determined. I'm not
Well, now
sure.
think about it. If you were told you're crazy all the time, you would start um, responding one way. But if you were
Yeah,
told something positive, you would
I
respond in a
guess.
more positive way.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and hey, we're giving it. I'm all for the situation. I'm all for it because I want her to stay around. I mean, because she is going to be a big cow. She's going to throw. I'm sure she's going to throw and raise some big calves. So you know,
Yeah.
and hopefully everything that she's going to do is going to be um, black. So 'cause all I've got on her, I've got a solid black bull on her. So she's bred to Rufus.
She's beautiful too. I love those
Oh,
little white lightning bolts on her forehead.
yeah. Oh,
They're
I mean,
beautiful.
she's beautiful. Her stance, her frame, everything
Hmm.
about her is great, except for her attitude.
Now her attitude is changing. Got to think positive. And we went with hope because you
Yep,
hope that
yep.
she
I
stops
hope
being crazy.
that's right. That is right. Lynn, Trey, do you know Cajun Country Living? No, Lynn, I do not. I believe is that Jennifer Ocean had messaged me the other day and was telling me about somebody. And I'm gonna tell you, it's been so crazy for. I guess it's been 3 weeks now. I haven't really been on YouTube. I actually it rained. We got 3 inches of rain here yesterday and overnight last night. So where I got on and I watched some YouTube trying to catch up on people, but I am so far behind. So I'm not sure,
That's
Lynn, if
understandable.
that's who it is or not. But no, I don't know them. Very hope.
Real quick, let's welcome everybody in.
Yeah.
Troy Sutton, welcome. And we have Logan. Um, he has today off from work, so he's
Ah,
able to be here.
nice.
And so we're glad for that. Texas Raider, Chris, we're glad that you're able to be here.
That's my
Beverly
buddy.
Moffett, hello. Welcome, welcome. And Ronson, so glad that you're able to be here and help with the moderation. And also Texas Raider Chris is here helping with moderating as well. Crafty Witch, Andy, so glad that you're here. Let's see. Lynn the Okie Dokie, thank you for being here. I appreciate it so very much. And Barry, I'm very glad that you're here. And I know that there are others who are watching who choose to be in the background. And we're very thankful that you're here as well. I appreciate it so much. And if you didn't catch the thumbs up on the way in, please be sure that you do on the way back out or sometime during the live. If you're on a phone, all you need to do is hit the little X to close the chat out. You can hit the thumbs up and then go back into the chat and it'll pick right back up where you left off. Kevin, welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. So, Trey, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, a little bit about your family?
Well, I am 45 years old. I'm old, but
I'm older
I
than
am
you.
I'm really not from probably the closest little town to us is a little town called Baskin. We're in northeast Louisiana. Um, I've got just some small acreage here that I've started my own cattle herd on. Been helping my dad and my papa, both my papas. They've raised cows for years, a lot more cows than I have.
Okay.
I have three kids. I have Abby, who is my oldest. She's 22. Um, Carl, which is the one we call brother. We never call him by Carl. He's 18, and my youngest is Mallory, and she is 17. And I'm my wife Jessica, who is the old one of the bunch of us. So
Did you rob the cradle?
no, she did. I didn't. She did. No, she's 47. She's 47. I'm 45.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
she's a
yeah,
real cougar there.
yeah. Oh, yeah. But I mean, the cattle thing and everything is just it's just kind of I guess you say kind of like a side job. I mean, I have a regular job. I'm a plant operator
Okay.
for a gas plant out of Dunn, Louisiana. I work for Slumberjay. That's who I work for. Y'all try to spell that without looking at it in the comments. So
Okay. So are you on family land or is it
the land that I have here, it was actually in my family probably 35, 40 years ago. Maybe no. No, it got my family sold it about 35. So yeah, I guess up to about 35, 40 years ago, it was in my family. And then somehow it was some trading or selling or something went on. And
okay.
another family had bought it. And they had it up until I bought it. What, probably, I guess I've had it here 10 years. We've been here basically 10 years on this place.
Wonderful. So you were able to get the family land back.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That's awesome.
All but 1 acre. And I'm hoping to get that 1 acre. So it's got a little house on it. So I'm hoping that I can buy that little house. The lady that actually owns it is talking about retiring and moving to Florida. So
Okay.
it's just like a little small shotgun house on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I said if I could get some, it would be something I could do an Airbnb. Somebody could come and kind of get the farm experience, or be somewhere for one of my kids to stay, or something
Right.
along that line.
That would be awesome.
Yep.
Welcome
Yep.
in, Deanna. So glad that you're
Hey, Deanna.
here. So, Has your family always lived in Louisiana, or were
Yeah,
you
well,
from another
my
area? Or
no, we're from Louisiana. My daddy was born and raised for a while in Texas, near golly, I'm trying to think what part of Texas it was. Near down near, I think it was Corpus Christi, Texas. My papa was in the military, and he was based somewhere down around Corpus Christi.
oh,
Uh,
okay,
but as far as the original family there, we're all Louisiana.
nice. Okay.
Yep.
So, what kinds of things, not that you have much spare time, but if you have spare time, what kinds of things do you like to do either on your own or as a family?
Well, yeah, we've always raced. I've had dirt track cars for years. Um, and when my kids went to getting older and getting more and more into sports, we kind of sold all that stuff, and it done got really really expensive anyway. And we pretty much done kids. I mean, for the probably once Abby, my youngest one, turned 6 years old. Um, pretty much our hobby has been kids up until about the last 2 years, and that's kind of why the where the YouTube thing has kind of come along. I've always watched YouTube and done, and always been interested in doing it, but we've stayed so busy. I've coached all my kids, travel ball sports, school. I mean, we have been very very involved in our kids,
That's
and
awesome.
my kids have played lots of sports. I mean, Abby, she was a softball fanatic from the time she was 6 years old. I mean, got a scholarship to go play ball at college and everything, you know.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Pete, welcome in. Glad
Hey,
you're here. Now, you guys recently had um, a big win for your football team, didn't you?
well, this is the best year our high school football team has ever had. It was my son's senior year, and they've never made it past the first round of playoffs, and we made it to the third round. We should have went further. We had a really, really good team. We had, I think it was like 5 kids on the team that had D1 offers. You know, my son had offers, I think, from 7 colleges, and
Wow, that's
just
awesome.
yeah, and just don't want to don't want to go to college right now. I mean, he's still a senior. I mean, he's still got to graduate. Things can change, but he wants to be a welder. He want he can say I just say welding. He's a welding little fool, and that's what he wants to do. I
There's
can't.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's what I told him. It's not. I don't want him to go to college because my kid went to college or that. And I'm not talking about nobody's got a college education,
Right.
or whatever, because that's great. I think college education, degrees, all that stuff is great.
Hmm.
But in him and what he's going to do and the type of work he likes, it technically it's not going to do him no good.
It,
It probably would somewhere in there, but
would
he
be miserable if he went to college.
and my only reason that I was wanting him to go and try it was because of football. Look, it was going to be free, and I told him, I said, basketball, baseball, all those sports is something that if you go missing it, you can run down to your local rec center or find somewhere and pick up or whatever, and you can play those sports as you did in school. I said, but football is one of those sports that when you take those pads off for the last time, that's it. And he's been so into sports. He didn't even play baseball this year. He's not going to play baseball, for his senior year, and he is a stud of a baseball player.
Hmm.
But uh, you know, I told him, I said, you don't see it right now because you've been doing it for so long, so much of it. But I was there. I had an offer. I could have went to a JUCO. I didn't have no big offers, but I could have went to a junior college to play football. And I turned it down for the same reasons. I want to get out, go to work, make all this big money, and you know,
Mhm.
look, I've kicked myself in the butt a million times for it. I wished I would have went, if for nothing else, the experience, just to see where things would have went. You know,
Right.
and that's all I'm trying to tell him. Oh yeah, look, Diana. I mean, it is. I mean, I have nothing against it. I mean, I think it's
Right.
great. I mean, actually, he's already got a job. Um, it's supposed to be like paying $2,000 a week as soon as he graduates. He already has a job. Yeah. So I mean, I'm not knocking it, and like I said, I don't knock anybody either way or the other. You know, like I said, I just wished he would have went, just for the fact of just the experience and to just to see where the football could have went because he was a really good football player.
Well, like you said, he hasn't graduated yet, and he can
That's
always
right.
change his mind.
Yep. Hey, either way, we're going to be supportive of it. I mean, because all three of my kids are hard workers. All three of my kids right now. Mallory is my youngest. She decided this year that she's homeschooling, and
Mm,
she's doing it. She's very smart, and she's doing it all on her own. We haven't had to do anything with it. She's actually got a job. She works at a special needs, like a special needs daycare.
nice, like a
Um,
day program.
yes, ma'am. And I
Mhm.
mean, she found that on her own. She likes doing those kinds of things. Uh, she
That's
she
beautiful.
she went to a summer camp this past summer, and it was a paid job at a
Mhm.
Lions camp, and she stayed the entire summer there, and she was a counselor for special needs kids, and she picked it up and she loves it. So you know, so she
That
does that.
is
Yeah,
that is so
she,
rewarding. You probably already know that I my son is autistic,
mm-hmm,
and I did a
yeah,
live actually with my son and with Logan. Logan also has autism, and
yep,
I worked in for about 4 or 5 years. I worked for an agency working with children and adults with special needs, and it is some of the most rewarding work that you can do. Absolutely. Some of the most, but it also takes a special person to be able to do it. And if your daughter has that leaning, more power to her.
yeah. Oh, she loves it. I mean, that's what she wanted to do. I mean, she looked for this job, you know, and
Well,
right now she works. She's worked 4 days a week, most weeks, and and on the side, she makes a mean king cake. I don't know if many of y'all up north has had king cakes, but let me tell you, she makes some mean ones, and she's got I think five. I think she told me she's making five today. She didn't make any yesterday. She made two, two or three Saturday and two Friday. She is
mhm.
selling. She sells them, so she's got her little baking business on the side of all that.
I've heard of king cake, but I
Mhm.
don't know that I've ever tried it.
Oh, she makes them with strawberry filling, strawberry and cream cheese, blueberry and
Ooh,
cream cheese. She
oh,
makes regular
yum.
king cake, the cream cheese cake. I mean, she makes a bunch of different ones. So
Those
what
sound
I
really
see
good.
was that Chris that asked me where I seen myself in 5 years? Is that what I seen?
I did see that.
Let me. Where is it at? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well, in 5 years, Chris, I kind of hope to have about 50 more acres and about 15, 20 more head of cow and hopefully Who knows? I mean, in 5 years from now, I'm sure me and Jessica's going to be empty nesters 5 years from now. So, I don't know. So I have a bunch of unknowns. My job, we don't have but 2 years left on my contract at my job. So we hope that gets renewed. And, but yeah, I just want to keep growing. The cow thing is something that, there for a long time. I did it and I helped with it, but you did a lot of stuff when you was young, and you kind of like, you kind of, I'm not gonna say you hate it, but you have to, you was kind of made to have to do some stuff, and you kind of pushed away from it, and I really enjoyed it. And I finally got some free time after all my kids kind of got through with the hard, hard sports stuff, like all the summer ball, travel ball, because me and Jessica's been on in two different states, and neither one of them be Louisiana on the same weekend with different
Mhm.
kids before. So we've had a busy life with our kids young.
Sometimes you do what you have to do, which isn't
Yeah,
necessarily what you would prefer to do,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
learn to find joy in those things because otherwise it would be miserable.
yeah. Oh,
And
Lynn, the a king cake. You can look it up, Google. But a king cake is basically like a traditional cake. I guess you could call it a traditional cake that is big during Mardi Gras. In Louisiana's big time Mardi Gras, and they put a baby in it. And when you're eating it, whoever finds the baby, I believe the tradition is you hear several
a
different ones. I
plastic
believe the
baby.
original, yeah, it's a plastic baby, yeah. Who finds the baby in it has to buy the next king cake. So, and there's the other spins on it, but they're really good. So, like I said, you just Google king cake, and you'll see all you need to see of king cake.
So now your parents live there nearby, or you guys share property, or
I can No, they live on family property. I can see their house from my front yard if I angle it just right.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
nice
Dad.
to be so close to your parents.
Yeah, I'm here. I can help do anything they need to do, and you know, it's I enjoy it.
Yeah. Before my mom passed away, um, I could look across our fence and see my parents' house, but if I had to drive over to their house, I was about an eighth of a mile away from them.
I'm probably maybe a little over that. As a crow flies,
Right.
anyway. Yeah. So
If I could cut
just
through fences, I was about
yeah,
5 houses away. But if I
yeah,
had to drive, I was about an eighth of a mile away.
yeah.
Maybe a little more,
Yeah.
but I loved having them so close. And now my mom passed away and my dad lives in California. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so um, just to transition a little bit here, um, when did you decide to start making videos for YouTube, and what prompted you to start a YouTube channel?
Well, I've like I said, I've watched YouTube for years, and probably I have to go back and look for sure, but it's probably been now about 3.5, 4 years ago. I've watched a lot of channels. I've watched some racing channels. I watched the farming channels and
Mm-hmm.
homesteading channels and so on and so forth. And um, I was fixing to start cleaning up my place back here. And I said, I'm going to give this YouTube thing a try. And I was kind of like worried about what people was going to say, you know,
Yep.
all of those things. So I kind of
Yep.
I did some videos and posted them, and we posted a few of our go kart racing videos because after we got the big go karts here a couple years ago, we got into racing small go karts, you know, and after after a little bit, it was a lot. We were still very busy. We were still doing travel ball. We were still so I didn't post anything. And I guess now it's been about a year ago, getting close to a year ago, not quite. I said, you know what? I said, I want to do this. I said, I've got some cows, and it's more of a documenting, for me, for my kids, for my grandkids, so on and so forth.
Mhm.
Just to see how I done everything, and I wished I would have started it when I really started cleaning up back here because this place was a growed up mess.
Right.
But that's when I started, and like I told people, I've pushed to get monetized because that was a goal. I doing it. I'm a goal person, and
Right.
I like to set goals and accomplish them. And
Mhm.
then set more goals. And I started out just wanting to get 100 subscribers, and it went from
Right.
there to just get 250, and then it
Yeah.
was monetized, and I got monetized, and I ain't gonna lie, it's like, oh, it's like, whew, I can take a breath, I've but it's been fun. I have met some really awesome people.
Mhm.
You got people from Canada, like old Skittles and Glitter over here. Jennifer Ocean Homestead, you get to meet people like her.
Right.
You just look at her; she'd rather find money in her cake. Yeah, you would. Hey, but you would like these cakes, Jennifer, because they're real sparkly. They purple and green and yellow. I mean, they a little bougie looking. You'd like that. Oh, but like I said, yeah, it's just kind of grew from there. Um, and I enjoy it. Like I said, I can tell you the more and more in depth that I get with it, and try to do, it gets harder and harder to kind of split time, because you've got to have family time,
Right.
and you want to have time to watch other channels and
Mhm.
do stuff. But man, when you're videoing, you're using two, three cameras, and it's a full day. Like, I mean, today, I mean, I'm making a video right now because I don't have no more videos in the queue. So I didn't get out real early this morning because I tried to let the sun shine some. 'Cause like I said, we just got 3 inches of rain. It is a muddy, sloppy mess out here.
Right.
So I started about 9:30 this morning, 9:30 ish, somewhere along in there, and started making a video. Well, I'm still not through with the video. I just, I've halted it where I'm at today, and I'll finish it here in just a little while. But that, and the crazy, that's the easy thing. I mean, when I sit down to edit one of these videos, that's sometimes 2 to 3 hours that I edit
Mhm.
on a video. And you don't think, but man, when you're trying to do everything in a day, and you try to watch people, and you try to do family stuff, it just gets to be sometimes. I had to slow down because I was like, okay, I'm putting a video out at least every other day, But man, it was too much.
Right.
So I try to post every Saturday, and my 3 days is Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. That's when I try to post, but
Right.
it hasn't been working out. I mean, because of right now the weather's so bad, there's just not much you can do with the
Right.
cold and the wet. So I just got to get in. So I'm doing a video today, and as if any of y'all have seen my short yet, y'all know I found a surprise this morning, and that'll be in the video too. Um,
I know what it
but
is. But I haven't seen the video yet.
So, but and I'm gonna try to film tomorrow and get a video made. I've got a wake I've got to go to tomorrow. But I'm gonna try to get another video made tomorrow. Um, and try to get everything ready because I know I've talked about it in my videos. I wasn't gonna sell. I was gonna feed these yearlings that I have out. But man, I'm gonna tell you, these prices right now is just I
Tempting.
can't. Yes, and it's tempted me. I'm gonna sell Wednesday, so we'll also have a. I'm gonna do a video for the sale barn Wednesday. So over the next 3 days, I'm gonna do 3 videos. Um, I've got to do a. What you want to do? What? Where's Mama have my jersey at? I don't know. Just sit right there. I'll put it up. But next 3 days, I'm gonna do 3 videos. I've got a wake, a funeral. We've got uh, I've got a meeting at work. I've got a busy next 3 days to try to get some videos made because I go back to work Thursday on days, and it's my job is I work 7 and 7, and you would think, um, uh, Trey, I have been. Let me see, where we at? Trey, the naming contest for the surprise. Well, the winner gets a free king cake. Well, the surprise today, Chris, was not my surprise, but if you watch the short, you'll see it, and there'll be a video coming in a few days with a surprise in it. Um, but hey, speaking of naming and doing stuff, if y'all haven't seen my short, guys, that I done, um, I put a short out. It's been now 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure what I can't remember the name of it. When will they have it or whatever it'll be? But um, if y'all go in and y'all put a guess in, it's what of my cows that I have at my house is going to have the first calf, and then y'all put the date down as of when y'all think they will have it. Everyone that guesses the correct cow, your name will go in a drawing for an Our Louisiana Life T-shirt, and uh, if you guess the right date.
You froze up on us there, Trey. Um, I think Trey will be back in a few minutes. I don't know what the cutoff is for that contest, but there is a short on Trey's channel. Let me go ahead and take him down for a minute till he comes back. There is a short on Trey's channel where you can go and guess which one of the cows. Oh, he's back.
I have no idea what happened. Was it me?
Yeah, you froze up and then you just stopped talking.
I don't know.
So
That's crazy.
yeah,
So
we were explaining the contest. Logan, I'm froze too because I'm so cold.
yeah, it's actually
But
not too
anyway, so
bad here today.
what is the deadline on that contest?
Well, the deadline is whenever the first cow has the first calf. That's the
Oh,
deadline. So, like I
well,
said, yeah. So if
so
people
not too
have
much
not
more
seen it,
time left on the
no,
contest.
no, no, because if people's been watching any of my videos, they know that birthing, calving is very, very near. So, like I said before, I froze up on what you heard. If you guess the right cow, everyone that guesses the right cow's name is going to go in for a drawing for an Our Louisiana Life T-shirt, and you put the date down. If the person that wins the T-shirt guesses the correct date, you will also get an Our Louisiana Life uh, cup as well.
Do you need my address?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, I'll be sure and send that to you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hey, good luck. I mean, it's there's been some really good guesses. Um, there's been some there's been actually some dates that has been pretty close to one I think. And there's also been some dates that's way far off that
Mm-hmm.
they may be almost time to wean them by the time those dates get
And
here.
some
Yeah,
cows that are
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
far off on which one it is.
yeah, yes, yes. So, but I just thought I thought it'd be cool to do. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, it is a good way to do it. That's a fun
yeah,
contest.
yeah, yeah. And
So,
I've had people been on me about doing uh oh heck, whatever you I got my son back behind me. So, uh, but anyway, um, doing my channel, like I'm blank. I just went completely blank. I keep hearing him over here click 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 click. But yeah, I haven't done anything on my channel yet as far as members,
mhm.
and that's what I'm. Everybody's on me, so I think we're gonna do. I may do a membership deal, and if I do, it'll be things like that where people's gonna get to name some animals and do some things like that along the way, and win some things.
That'll be fun.
Oh, any way I can get a coconut cream pie. Oh well, oh might be a ways off, but we might could do something. Um, I don't
So,
know why I froze up a while ago. That's weird.
yeah.
I have had issues with StreamYard stuff freezing up. The
That's
last couple
weird.
times I tried to use StreamYard, it froze. That's why I haven't used StreamYard um anymore. Bunny Fan Club membership coming soon. There you go, Chris. There you go. Oh, Chris will be the first member of the Bunny Fan Club. Oh no, are you talking about a Hope Fan Club? Yep,
Yeah, we
yep.
need, there's a little issue going on here. Chris gets constant content for his channel.
Oh mercy.
He doesn't make his own videos. He just posts the videos that you send him of his bunny.
So do I need to start doing you some Hope videos? Yes, Chris, you're special. I'm not sure in which ways yet, but you are special. I
He's
guarantee you.
special, all right.
Oh
So we
man.
know that you show a lot of videos. Like you've done a lot of videos of when you're out working the cattle. You you've shown preg checking and castrations and vaccinations, things like that. What other types of videos do you show or do you hope to show in the future?
Well, I started this thing that the reason I named my channel Our Louisiana Life and didn't do something with a farm name or homesteading or anything like that is because I figured with Our Louisiana Life, I could show anything. And of
Right.
course, once hay season picks back up, we'll be back doing hay. But we're also going to get back and do some racing this year. And so we'll be picking up and doing some of the racing stuff on here. I don't want to carry anymore. Just gonna get chickens. Yeah, well, there you go, Jennifer. Uh,
until
but
she
like,
has to clean their vent or something.
yeah. And I'm actually fixing to do a chicken. Speaking of chicken, we're gonna build a chicken coop. I'm gonna do like a, what do they call them? A
Chicken
trailer,
tractor.
a tractor, a chicken tractor. I'm
Hmm.
gonna build a big chicken tractor. So, um, what are the first two numbers on your bangs tags? My bangs tags. What are my
You know,
bangs?
the vaccination that all heifers have
I
to have.
don't. I don't know. I have to look at their. I don't know. I don't just look at those.
Idaho's
I wasn't
82,
thinking.
Logan, not, yeah.
Idaho's, yeah, 82. I have to look, Logan. I'll look at some of them, and I will let you know. So I only have let me think. Let me see, seven. I only have four cows that's even got it. So because everything else I've raised here, so I'll have to look, and I'll look in a little bit because I'll be feeding them later on today. I'm sure that's where I'll finish my video out this evening. I've got to go get some mineral. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have time today. Come fix to turn them out some ryegrass tomorrow. That's going to be the deal. We're going to put them on some of that pretty green ryegrass that I've been growing over there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go get them some for some magnesium.
What is your favorite thing about being a farmer?
I you know, I don't know that I have just one favorite thing. It's just the everything is reliant on everything I do with it. And, I handle the cows. I'm responsible for everything with them, and I take pride in the responsibility of taking care of them and keeping them as healthy as I can.
Right.
I'm trying to get better and better with it. Man, I've they get everything. I have some spoilt cows right now, and I know as I grow, I might not can continue to do that, but I don't know. Probably my favorite thing is just being around the cows. You know, I wish it was one of them deals. I wish I could do it every day, have it as my job, but I've got to go somewhere to make money. It's kind of hard to make money with a little small herd like I got.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Jody, how you doing?
So
Yeah,
you
I don't.
hope someday to be able to expand your land and have a larger herd?
I'm trying actually right now to get some land that's butted up to me. It would be right now a rent. I've offered to buy it, but the people saying they don't want to sell it right now. But supposedly we will get first dibs at it if they get ready to sell.
Oh,
But
good.
but you know how that goes, though. I don't.
Right.
Money talks when it comes to things like that. So,
Right.
um, but yeah, I'm actually it's in the works. Me and Dad are talking. Dad actually has 40 acres rented there, and
Hmm.
a guy bought some land that butts up to it. He tore all the fence down the backside. So we've put a hot wire up, basically dividing it down the middle. So
Hmm.
he's not even using the back half of it, which some of the back half has growed up. And hey, Jesse, um, but I'm I'm offering to pay half the rent and build all the fences and do all that, so I can add another. I think it would add like 18 acres if I've got it figured right. Another 18 acres. Plus,
Very nice.
I'm fencing in some more of mine in front. And we have more land. We have some land that we're not even using right now that we're trying to get fences put up on. And yeah, I'm trying not to mix and mingle our cows. I've already got some cows in the pastures with Dad because I don't have the ground to support
Hmm.
what I have back here now. So that's why I feed them and offset them like I do.
Right. What breed of cattle do you prefer to run?
Well, I don't really have a certain. I'm trying to breed heavy toward the Angus side. I've got some cows. This Angus Charolais cross. I've got some. Pretty much everything I have has got some Angus in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got a pure Angus bull that's on them. So I'm leaning more right now toward the Angus blood, and I'm sure there will be some more come. I've got one that's a Bramer uh, cross with. I'm not sure what she is, to tell you the truth. So I bought her mama. Her mama's a red cow that I had, and
Mm-hmm.
she was she was supposed to be bred to a black Angus bull, but I don't know how a red cow that's bred to a black bull has a tiger stripe Bramer calf. So, I'm leaning more toward the Angus side of things right now.
Okay.
Um, but I'm trying to just trying to keep some milkers in. Some of my cows, if you look at them, they've got good bags on them.
Mm-hmm.
The way they're crossed up, and I'm trying to keep some good bags on them because sometimes with some of the Angus cows, they don't give real good milk. They're not the best milkers, so that's why I'm not worried about the full blooded. I'd rather keep something in there, keep a good bag on them, keep good milk. That way they can raise some good calves.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I know that you have a lot going on and you have chores left to do. So at this point, I'd like to open up the chat for any questions that you might have for Trey. Um, so does anybody have any questions that you'd like to ask Trey?
That might be scary.
Does Jessica help you with any of your videos? Does she
She
make
does.
videos?
She does. She's in them. She's a little hesitant sometimes getting in front of the camera, but she's getting more and more comfortable with it. If you've seen here in some of the last few videos, she's she's getting more and more involved, and she's a lot of times she's there, but she's
Mm-hmm.
behind the camera. She's carrying the camera or something like that, and but she also has a job. She works 5 days a week, so a lot of the stuff that I do, I'm doing on my 7 days off. I'm doing, and unless it's a weekend or in the evenings when she gets off, it's hard for her to be involved in some of it. But she's in almost all the cattle working videos and stuff like that.
Right. I know
You
your
start.
mom is pretty active, involved with
Oh
helping
yeah,
you.
yes indeed, yes indeed. Yeah, mama's a talker and a doer. I mean, she's all about it now.
Yeah.
So, and has her opinion on everything.
Mamas are special.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mama, she's a good mama. So mama's had 2 knee replacements and a liver transplant, and all in
Wow.
about yeah, that's been all in the last 7 years, I think it is.
Oh my
She
goodness.
had, yeah, she's had all that. Yeah, she's very lucky. So we're you know blessed that she's still here with us.
Yeah.
So because we were,
While we
down,
wait, go ahead.
I was just saying we were down to the months when they finally got her a liver.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. She's a fighter.
Oh yes, indeed. I guarantee you.
That's awesome. While we wait for the chat to come up with some questions for you, I'll do just a little game that I've been doing with some of my other guests. This is just a rapid fire.
Oh
throw
boy.
out I'll throw out uh, a question or just a little something, and you just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
You sure you want to know what the
Within
first thing
reason.
that come to my mind?
Within reason. No, these are basically just like your favorites,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
or it could be a bucket list item.
Okay. Gotcha.
So, you guys be thinking of questions for Trey while we do this. And so we'll just start with your favorite drink.
Um, really and truthfully, water or tea, sweet tea, sweet tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite meal.
Fried hamburger,
Okay. Favorite dessert.
4-layer delight,
Okay. Favorite color.
green.
If you could have your dream job, what would it be?
I think I'm there. Well, I'm almost there. My dream job is being able to full-time cattle. That would be,
Awesome.
my dream job.
Okay. Um, let's see. Favorite flavor of ice cream.
Vanilla,
Really
homemade vanilla. Yes. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could go anywhere in the world and money was not an object, where would you go?
Anywhere in the world, and money was not an object. You know, I don't. That's one there. I've never really. I don't know. I've always wanted to go to Australia. Go see
Awesome.
Australia. Yep.
Ronson has a favorite for you. What's your favorite tractor?
Favorite tractor. I'm a case man.
All
And
right.
trucks. I'm a Ford. I'm a Ford
Ugh.
truck guy. Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, you had me on the tractor and you lost me on the truck. Favorite
Yep.
candy?
Favorite candy. Anything sour.
Ugh. Okay.
If I had to pick one particular thing, I'd probably say the trolley gummy worms, sour worms.
Oh, okay.
I could eat them things by the truckloads.
All right. All right. So, thinking about your bucket list, what is one experience or thing that you would want to do more than anything else before you kick the bucket?
I'm not a real big dreamer in that. I just want to be healthy, have healthy grandkids and kids, and um, be able to live comfortable. I don't have no big want to go skydiving or flying in jets or any of that stuff. I just want to be able to comfortably live with money. Have healthy kids and grandkids, and my health and my wife's health be good, and I'm good with that.
That's pretty awesome. But you mentioned that you like to do the racing. You wouldn't
Yep.
want to go and drive the Autobahn or have a chance to
Not really. I
race on
no,
a big
when I
track?
was when I was younger, I had all that. I mean, I started racing when I was very young, and I had a lot of those dreams of that. And I still want to race. I'd still love to be able to get back in, you know, as big as what we used to be in. But like I said, as far as it being a bucket list thing, that's I would like to do it, but don't really like I said, just don't really have a big bucket list thing.
That's pretty awesome.
Yep.
That's a
Yep.
man who's satisfied with his life.
Yep.
You don't
Yep.
find that very often. You really don't. Well, I am not seeing any questions at
I
all
know.
in
I'm just, I'm
chat.
just, I've just bored them to death.
No, I think that you've done well at explaining yourself
Um,
and talking about your channel. I thoroughly enjoy your channel. You you show what it's truly like to live a farmer's life. You don't hide the not so pleasant side of things. A lot of YouTube channels will hide the gory parts. They will hide the unpleasant side of things, and they'll keep everything just so prim and proper and uh, Disney production. And farm life is not a Disney production.
no, and a lot of this stuff that we do, there's no redos in it. And that's like sometimes. I mean, I don't catch the things that I wish I did catch, and but I mean, I try to show it as it is. You what you see is what you get, kind of a deal. You know.
That phrase right there, I kind of drive Bronson crazy with it, but what you see is what you get. I just say WYSIWYG.
Oh, WYSIWYG. I got you.
Yep, it's a WYSIWYG. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. I've got a question. Just thought of it. How many calves have you had to pull?
From my cows here, none. Thank goodness. Um, we have dads. We've pulled very few. Probably can count on one hand how many we've had to pull. When my papa on my daddy's side, when he had cows, that it was a different story. We pulled. I really don't know how many. I was young pulling those, but we pulled a lot. He had some scimitar bulls and stuff, and probably if I had to throw you a number out there that I've pulled my life, it's probably been 15, 16 that I pulled.
I told you I drive him crazy. It's just the first letters of all the words, WYSIWYG. But
Wow.
no, a lot of times when you end up having to pull a calf, it's one of a couple of reasons. It's either you've bred a bull that's known for throwing large calves to a heifer that's
Yep.
too young,
Yep.
that the calf has gotten too big for her to pass. Um, and then also, it's if you've allowed the cow to go too far beyond her due date.
Yep.
And the calf has gotten too large because they put on the bulk of their weight in the last 3 weeks of the pregnancy. When I had a cow, I was in high school. I did 4-H, and I had a dairy cow. She was a Holstein. We knew the exact date that she was bred, and she was bred to a bull that was known for throwing small calves. And we sold her prior to her due date, prior to her due date. We told the new owners her exact due date. I mean, you know the day she's bred, you know the day she's going to give birth. They refused to listen to us, and we kept asking, has she had her calf? You need to get a vet out there. They wouldn't do it. She went 3.5 weeks beyond her due date.
Ooh, wow.
This bull calf was born 3.5 weeks beyond her due date, ruptured her milk vein, which killed her.
Yeah.
And he weighed 125 pounds
What?
at birth.
Wow.
And this is from a bull that was known to throw small calves.
Well, the bull that I have now, the one I call Rufus, I bought him. He is a low birth weight bull. But I don't know if cow prices stay where they're at. I don't know that I'm going to be raising very many heifers. If I do, I may have to put them somewhere else because, when you have a low birthing weight bull, you're giving up some weight. You're giving up about 15 pounds or so at birth. So, and if you don't know, I mean that's a lot. When you have a calf at the ground, if that calf is 15 pounds lighter than the other, it's a long way for that calf to go to get caught back up when you're in a cow calf operation. So after I think when I get rid of the bull I have now, I'm going to try to go with a calving ease bull. And some of the tests that's something they can test for, and that doesn't mean that he's going to throw small calves. That just means that he throws them. I guess you kind of use they form up good. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they're just easy calves to have the structure.
Right. Right.
So the cow can still have a large calf, but he has calving ease, so it's going to allow that calf to get in position and be easier for um, that the cow to have. Um,
Low
yeah,
birth
Logan.
weight Low birth
But
weight calves are good for first time heifers.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And that's that's a good reason to have a bull that throws small calves. But
yeah.
if you're not breeding a lot of first time heifers, then there's not a real big purpose in having a low birth weight bull.
Yeah, and see, mine about half of my herd that's here at the house is first time heifers this year.
Hmm.
So and like Bunny's going to be a first time. So but I mean, I'm going to use him for a couple of years. I mean, this will be the first year with him. So technically, I don't know how small. I'll find out. Some of my gentler cows, I'm going to weigh their calves when they have them back here and just see kind of about what weight calves he's throwing. So,
Yeah.
but but yeah, I see Logan's talking about prices are expected to stay strong at least till the spring. I hope they do, but I mean, I'm fixing to go ahead and get rid of mine. Mine, I'm going to guess I have one yearling. He's going to go for probably close to 500 pounds. The other two, I'm going to guess is going to be closer to 400 pounds. And, Dad sold some 3 weeks ago, and he got uh, the highest. They all weighed in the 350s, and the highest he got was 455 a pound. And
Wow.
yes, and the lowest he got was I want to say 438. I believe is what it was.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's pretty
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. 455 was actually which his wasn't the only ones that brought it that day, but that was actually the highest price um they sold that day was for 455 a pound.
That's really
So,
good.
yeah, yeah, and I won't get that for these I've got because they're heavier, but
Mhm.
I'm still hoping to get with the prices and the price range and what they're selling. I'm still hoping to get around $4 a pound. I hope. Now
Yeah.
I might be highly disappointed. I might end my video Wednesday crying with what I got because I don't seem to have very good luck at this sale barn up here.
Well, you never know. You never know.
Hmm. Yep.
So, well, if nobody else has any questions, um, then unless you have some more that you would like to talk about, this is all for you and to promote your channel. Um, then I'm good. We've been
Yeah.
here for
Hey,
a little over an hour.
hour. Yep. Hey, I appreciate you letting me come on and do it and talk and yeah. I said we don't normally get to we don't normally get to talk too much like this on my lives because it gets to
Yeah.
be more of a everybody talking and screen full and we're cutting up and you
Right.
know and
Yeah.
so
Well, this has been
but
a hard. hard interview to get scheduled with your schedule the way it is, and I just appreciate you being willing to come up. I know things have been tough for you right now, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I
I
mean,
just
you know,
appreciate you still being willing to come up today.
oh no, it's no problem. I told you we was gonna do it. I mean, I didn't mind doing it, and it's just, it's some days is harder than others, and I really didn't think. I was thinking it was supposed to be raining all day today. I'm thinking, boy, this was gonna be make for an easy day today, and then it quit raining, and I got woke up to cows back here bellering this morning, wanting hay. So because I make mine here at the house, I make them clean up. I use a hay ring, and I make them
Hmm.
clean the hay up before they get another bale. So they was
Yeah,
letting me know this morning, hey, create, relate.
I know I've missed a
Um,
few people, but greeting you, but I did notice you were here. Create and Relate, Rainy Ridge, Lori's Prepping for Heaven. I did see you come in. If I've missed anybody else, I do appreciate you being here.
yeah, you,
Logan
you
would
need
like
to
to
get.
know who your auctioneer is at the barn, if you
They
know.
they they have a few different ones, and the one boy. His last name is Massey, but I'm not 100% sure of their names. I don't get into them. I know a lot of the sale barn workers and stuff like that, but I don't know the actual auctioneer.
Yeah.
You know, so where's I was trying to see here. I don't guess, but
Okay.
yep. But
Well,
but like I said, I do. I appreciate you letting me come on, and
absolutely.
hope everybody enjoyed. So, and like I said, hey, y'all go get your vote in on the calf. Y'all could win a T-shirt. I'm just telling you, it has to be voted on that short that I asked you a question. So y'all go
Absolutely.
get your vote in. Hey, it don't matter if you're wrong or what, but hey, give yourself a chance. Go
Right.
throw a number in there. I talk in the short. I'll tell you every number of every cow that's expecting, and then all you got to do is guess a date. So, hey, I don't have but a handful of cows back here. It'd be pretty easy to guess the right one, and some
Yeah.
observation of the size of the cows could carry you a long ways in a situation.
And there is a link in the description of this live to Trey's channel, Our Louisiana Life. Um, if you are not already following him and it sounds like something you'd be interested in, please do go and give him some love and subscribe to his channel, like some videos, make some comments. Um, and please don't forget to, on the way out today, to hit the thumbs up if you didn't already. Leave a comment too, because that will help the algorithm show that you guys are interested in these interviews and interested
Yep,
in what I'm doing
yep.
here on my channel. And it will push it out a little bit more, get more love for the people that I'm doing
No,
these interviews for. And
yep.
these interviews are not for me, they're for the people that I'm doing the interviews for. I'm trying to help them get their information, their channels out, and it's my way of giving back to the community. So let's show some love for Trey. And
And Miss Lori, no, the one that you seen. So I take it you seen the short, and no, that one does not count. It's only the ones that's in my pasture back here at the house, and I show them all in that short that you'd watched.
right.
So, yep. And I'd mention it in my video. It'll be in my video that we shut the video and down. We come and do Miss Karma's live. So I talk about you a little bit in the video we'll have coming up too. So,
Okay. Well, if nobody has any more questions for Trey, I am going to go ahead and close this up. Trey has more chores that he needs to get out there and get to, and I don't want to hold him up. I appreciate you so much for being here. Trey, and those of you in chat. I really do appreciate you being here today. And tomorrow at 3 o'clock Mountain, 5 o'clock Eastern, we will have Taco About It Tuesday. Tacos not required.
Taco About It Tuesday.
Yep. And we're just going to hang out and talk about it. Don't know what it is, but we'll talk about it. And so please do come and hang out with us. And let's have some fun. So I appreciate you being here. And appreciate you supporting
welcome,
Trey.
Yep. And hey, I have not even made a thumbnail tonight because I don't know, but I think I'll be able to do my live tonight. I hope that'll be my first. Yeah. So I will be going hopefully live. You'll see a thumbnail pop up in a little bit. I'm finna go try to finish my chores and I may go get some mineral and do a few things and I'm gonna try to get a thumbnail if I think I can make the live tonight. So hey, if y'all ain't doing nothing, y'all come check us out. Miss Karma might pop in there and come say hey.
Awesome. I will be there. You guys all come and support Trey. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. We'll catch you tomorrow at Talk About It Tuesday. And I promise you guys, I will get a Thoughts for Thursday out this week. Last week was just too crazy and I didn't get it done, but I will have one out for you this week. We will catch you next week on Meet Me Monday. Bye, guys.